Hello and welcome to the Wedding Planner. Do you know this is our 10th episode? I just can't believe it. And we've hardly touched on weddings yet, but today is going to be really interesting, I think. First of all, I'd like to introduce you to Jill, our very own Felixstowe wedding planner. And Jill has introduced us to Debbie Wink. Hello, Debbie.
Hello.
And Debbie is from Beaufoy. Now, Beaufoy is vintage jewellery, is
It's
it?
a mixture. It's vintage and new.
Right.
So the name actually is a family name.
Oh, is it?
Yes, it comes from my family. It's my mother's middle name,
Oh.
and it's French.
Oh.
So.
Well, having looked at some of your jewellery, I can see the influence there.
Oh, thank you.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
I can't wait. I tell you what, there's some beautiful pieces to look at. Would you say that's vintage, a lot of it? Is it of a style?
It's classic, I suppose, the style. Although I can adapt it to whatever a bride wants. What I tend to do is to buy vintage pieces that I love. And then I will upcycle them. So, for instance, this piece here is a brooch.
Right.
And so,
Oh, we're looking on the table now.
yeah,
That's
so
great.
That's a brooch, and then I've put that in with Baroque pearls.
Oh.
All the pearls that I use are freshwater, so they're all proper pearls.
Pearls. Oh, how
And
wonderful.
all the fittings are silver.
Right.
And I also tend to use Argentium silver, which doesn't tarnish.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, they've put an extra element in it, and so that it has a better life. But wherever possible, I'll use as much vintage as I can.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Jill, you bring us the best. Debbie, I just can't wait to see some of we've got some beautiful pictures of your jewellery, which
Thank you.
I think would be really good if we could see them now. I can't wait. And this is your title for your business.
Yes, yes.
Ah.
So that's my photography, and that's the kind of feel that I like. I love the old roses, and it's a very romantic.
Oh, it's
feel.
yes.
Yes. So.
Oh, wonderful. Shall we see some more pictures now? Oh, what are they?
Oh yes, those are vintage earrings. So they're Diamante. So they're
Right.
from the 1950s. Really good condition. They're clip-ons, which is nice because
Right.
the heavier earrings are so hard to wear on a wire. So
Right.
they're a vintage rhinestone.
So they are vintage.
They are
you haven't
vintage.
made these.
No, they're pure vintage. Yeah.
They are gorgeous.
They're
What do you
good
think,
quality.
Jill?
I think they're lovely.
Oh.
It ties in with what we were talking about in a previous programme. When we talked about vintage jewellery.
Yeah.
Whatever era a bride wants, whether it be sort of turn of the last century, 50s, 60s, Debbie can sort of cater for that kind of occasion.
Very
And,
bespoke,
they
isn't
are,
it?
They're lovely, really
Yeah.
beautiful.
Gorgeous.
And I mean, those would also be suitable for proms, or if you go to a black tie dinner, something like that. You can use those later on. They're great with a little black dress.
I could always wear those. You'd
Yes.
find
Oh,
a
lovely,
reason to
lovely.
wear them, wouldn't you?
They're timeless.
So, I wonder what. Oh.
And those are freshwater pearls. They're what are called rondelle pearls. So they're slightly donut shaped.
Oh yes. I
They're a
can
good size,
see.
and they're very, very closely matched and very smooth.
Very classy.
The crystals are white topaz and a coloured topaz.
That is beautiful.
So they're good quality.
Love
And
the amethyst colour, it's beautiful. isn't it?
gorgeous.
Yeah.
who doesn't love a heart, really?
No. It's so beautiful.
Oh.
Yes, that is completely silver, and I've enhanced it with moonstones and crystals. Again, there's the heart with the pink topaz.
Oh,
So that
wonderful.
heart theme is running through, and the moonstones are lovely because they shine in that luminous sort of blue.
Oh, I love shiny.
That's nice as a bridesmaid's gift as well.
Yes, yes.
And again, the moonstones, which I love, and the blue crystals, and all the work on there, all the silver work. It is silver.
It's so gorgeous. Look at it. You'd be proud to wear that. Oh, that's unusual.
Yes, that is unusual. That is the back of a necklace, and it's just basically to show that if you have a dress with a deep V, I can put the longer extensions on the back of the necklace so that you fill that gap in, and there's something
how
for people to see.
perfect.
Yeah,
It's
at the
quite
back.
popular for brides, like you say, with a sort
Yep.
of V-neck at the back.
Yeah.
So if you're walking down the aisle,
Yeah.
obviously all the guests can see it. It's
Yeah.
lovely.
Yes, what a
Yeah.
lovely
Good touch.
idea. I
Yeah.
would not have
Beautiful.
thought of that.
That's gorgeous.
And that again, that's all silver work, freshwater pearls, crystals, and a vintage sterling silver CZ heart. And CZs or cubic zirconias are gemstones in their own right.
Right.
And they are, a good quality CZ is collectible.
Wow. Oh, no, I love this.
Isn't that wonderful?
Oh, that is beautiful.
The teal blue is very, very popular. It's getting more popular now with the silks and satins for the bridesmaids. And the opalescent stones are probably 1930s. So I've upcycled an old necklace and just brought it back up to date.
I love that. That's
Yeah.
beautiful.
I think of that as being summer skies, really.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Yes. Oh, yes, that's gorgeous. Oh,
Yeah, more rondelle pearls, really nice ones, good
Right.
quality. And again, this is a vintage piece that I've put in. It's silver with the blue topaz stones. And
so
that's a
you
bracelet.
design all these pieces,
Yes,
do you?
yeah.
You are a clever lady.
I'm a beader more than a jeweller, but yeah, they're
But
all
you-
mine.
you bead
intertwined.
well.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
are.
aren't they?
Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
It's very delicate and pretty,
Oh,
isn't it?
isn't
It is
that
lovely.
pretty?
And again, that shows the back detail of the necklace, and it's those opalescent 1930s
Yeah, beautiful.
beads.
That is lovely.
With the beautiful little rose beads, and the roses are all encapsulated in that bead,
Isn't that gorgeous?
Yeah.
Utterly gorgeous.
and with a really
Oh,
nice little
sorry,
clasp.
we're
That's-
moving on.
That's fine. These earrings, again, completely silver, and this is the argentium silver, so it won't tarnish. And there's the
Lovely.
heart theme again, and all the wire work is mine. And even the tiny little points on the ends of the wires at the bottom, those have got a little CZ on it as well. So you just get that little glitters with that. It's subtle.
But you finish things so beautifully.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
Oh.
That's probably one of my most expensive pieces, and those are semi-precious stones with very, very nice creamy Baroque pearls. And that's a
Right.
solid silver piece.
Is that topaz, the stone in the centre?
No, that's kunzite.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful, it's sort of a smoky orange. It's a very soft, peachy orange colour. Really nice.
Mm.
Again, there's the heart theme. That's the front of the necklace that had the back pieces, the long back extensions. So
yes, I recognise
Yeah.
them. Yes,
you can see,
beautiful and so delicate.
again, more silver and the rainbow colours on that. You can see, I mean, when I took the photograph, I had difficulty because I was trying to get out of the way of the reflections. They really
It really
go.
sparkles.
Yeah, they do.
Wonderful. Love sparkling.
That's a
Oh.
headpiece that I made for a young bridesmaid. And I made all the roses myself.
Oh.
So I matched the colours to her
I
mum.
looked at that one closely and I thought you did
Yeah.
that beautifully.
I've done little crystals, they look like little raindrops on it.
Beautiful.
And,
Absolutely gorgeous.
She looked adorable in that. She
Yes,
looked very
I
good.
bet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The same bridesmaid, so this is actually a wrist little bracelet.
Oh.
So I set the lace onto ribbon so it holds its shape, and then it just ties on nice and soft for her. She's only 5, so she just loved it.
But perfect.
And
Oh.
there's the necklace to go with it.
Oh, that is
And there's
nice.
a clasp on there because you shouldn't tie anything around children's necks.
Mm.
And again, that matched and went in with a pretty little dress. She was a really sweet little girl.
Oh, she's a real star,
She
I
was
would
so
think.
pleased with it. And that's one of the combs that I make.
Oh, look at the work on the ends of that.
Yeah.
Isn't that
And that's, I
stunning?
mean, you can buy them ready-made with lots of glitter and sparkle, but I make them so that it's more subtle. You get the frosted flowers, and you get the colours that you want. So your
Yeah.
colours that you want to pick up on, I will work
You're
in
very
with.
bespoke, aren't you?
Yeah. And that's
Oh,
one of-
that's my necklace.
yes,
I recognise it.
Yeah.
that's That's one of the more expensive necklaces. It's very collectible.
I knew I'd like it.
You've got good taste. It's a Venturi, 1950s probably. They're Italian. And when you look into the beads, there are little roses in there and little glitters and sparkles. They're collectible.
It's just stunning.
Yeah,
Just
they are
stunning.
so collectible. And it's unusual to find the group, such a large group.
Together.
Yeah,
Right.
very unusual.
Beautiful. I think we've got our last picture coming up. Such
Okay.
a shame.
Ah, yes,
Oh.
that's a headpiece. So that it's called a flower vine. And I've made it completely from start to finish. And it just weaves through your hair and goes to the side if you've got a French pleat, or you can put it into a plait if you want. And they weigh nothing.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Because some of them that you can buy online absolutely weigh a ton. I have no idea how people keep them in their hair.
Right. Well, I think you're just amazing.
Thank you.
And you're just showing us it's not really just jewellery, is it, that you deal
No.
with?
No,
Yeah.
I do things like, these are little rhinestone ear clips.
Oh.
They're quite big, and so I've actually made these for a customer. These are for shoe clips, so they go on the front of your shoes.
Oh, isn't that a nice
She's wearing
idea?
a short dress, so you'll actually see
Yeah.
her little ballet pumps.
Yeah.
And so these just cheer that up.
Goodness, you're
And
so
it's much cheaper than
artistic.
buying bespoke shoes. They're very, very expensive.
Yes. So you can add and...
Yeah, you can enhance what you already have. And so things like the flower vine, which I have here.
Oh,
see-
that is gorgeous. Isn't that
It's
lovely?
beautiful, isn't it?
It weighs
I know, it's very
absolutely
light.
nothing.
Yeah, it is absolutely beautiful.
And it just fits into your hair.
Oh,
So ornate.
And then I've made that's the piece that's for the bridesmaid, so the two will match.
Lovely.
I think we can
Can I
see.
just
So,
show?
so
Yeah, of course you can.
Obviously, we talked about combs in bride's
Yeah.
hair a few weeks ago, and you know that is just stunning, isn't it? If a bride or a bridesmaid, or even a mother of the bride, wanted to wear such a thing,
Yes,
just beautiful.
I have made corsages for mums as well,
Oh.
because flowers can be very heavy on your silk dress.
Yes, yes.
So again, they weigh very little. And you have
That's
things.
so sweet.
Yeah,
All brides
That's how
always
cute
wear
is that?
necklaces.
It is
Gorgeous.
cute. It's,
Very
That
cute.
is lovely. It's so
Any little girl would
cute.
love that, wouldn't she?
yes, it's about country weddings, I think now.
Yeah.
And there's this increasing. People want fresh, simple, country style things.
Yeah,
Can I
so
bring the
that's
hat
nice.
in at this
By
point?
all means, yes.
I just want to show everybody the hat that you designed.
Oh,
Do you want
isn't
to
that
talk about it?
gorgeous?
Yes, this is a hat that it's a basic hat, and the dress that goes with it is a grey silk with pink in. And being unable to find anything to match, the grey hat matched the dress, so I've refinished the hat. So if you've got 3
Wow.
weddings to go to, get a plainish hat, and then
You can embellish
can
it.
embellish
with
it.
every
Gosh,
colour.
look at that. And the,
to match
oh.
the colours of what you're wearing. You know, so for £30, you've got 3 hats. You know,
You
you've-
are
you've-
clever.
You've changed it completely.
Yeah, this is stunning. It's really lovely. I'd want to
And I
have
love the
like
colour
that.
pop as well.
Yeah.
You know, it's nice to have a strong colour.
It is. No,
It
it's
is
beautiful.
gorgeous. I love this
As
item.
I say, it's not just
Beautiful.
jewellery, is it?
No,
No, anything
very
can be
talented.
anything can be embellished, and you've got things like this is one that I've pre-bought, but I will be embellishing this to make a sash because
Do you want to hold it up? Because
Sure.
I mean, I can see how beautiful it is.
I have.
Look at that.
I've yet to do the work on it, but I have a bride who's getting married and having a family dinner,
Right.
and then the next evening is when she's having her party with her friends.
Wow.
So she wants to take her wedding dress from the wedding day to the evening.
Yeah.
So we're
Right.
putting as much Diamante on,
For the evening
For the
occasion.
evening.
Yeah.
and then it takes the dress between the
Oh,
two things.
right.
Yeah. So
And was
again-
this your idea? Did you,
yes, this
you
was
advise?
talking to her because she said, "Oh, I've got to have something so that I can make my dress look better for the evening, and I don't want to have bling on the day.
Mm.
So the sash is
Dress it up a
something that
bit for the evening
it-
occasion.
I
Yeah,
think
exactly.
that's brilliant.
it makes the transition.
So it's great for brides that, you know, do want a bit of versatility because you
Yeah.
can adapt whatever
can.
pieces for their occasion.
You can, and this is
Beautiful vintage.
everybody has got grandma's pearls. we've all seen these little glass pearls. You know, they were very popular in the 50s. And this is a little broken set that I'm going to be making into a necklace for
Amazing.
a lady.
Like everything is
And
used.
that is a little Cupid charm.
Oh.
And that's from her grandmother, which I will
Oh.
clean up, and we will make a necklace because her grandma won't be at the wedding, unfortunately.
Yeah,
And so it's a lovely memory.
yeah, nice
So
to
don't throw away your
be- yeah,
beads.
broken jewellery.
Broken
Yeah.
jewellery can always be turned into something
Oh,
good.
right.
And it's a nice memory.
So obviously, as in the case of this bride, people can bring their individual items,
Yeah.
whether they're broken or in one piece, and
Yeah.
you can adapt them.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly.
It's fantastic, isn't it?
I think
It's
it makes
wonderful.
it more personal.
Definitely. For
So,
sure.
Yeah.
so Debbie, I must ask you, how did you get started?
Well, I'm a Roman reenactor, and so I found it very difficult to find jewellery that was accurate, that I wanted to wear.
Right.
And so I started making Roman jewellery for myself.
What's Roman jewellery?
Roman jewellery, Romans just love emeralds.
Oh.
So something
I love
like
this.
that.
And it sort of matches my jacket.
Yeah.
And you
It's so you,
I
Jill.
kind of like it.
You wouldn't think that style, you know, that's something like 100 AD.
Goodness.
If you go to the British Museum, you will see
So
fragments.
you've obviously
of-
done a lot of research
Yeah.
in
Exactly.
period pieces.
E- Exactly. And these earrings, you see,
So beautiful.
that piece you'll see there's a fragment of that in the British Museum, and there's also one at the Museum of London.
Wow, beautiful.
So that's about 70 to 100 AD.
Yeah,
In London, people were rich enough to have things
Wow.
like that.
gorgeous.
So, and I think they're very personal and
They
very
are, they're
poignant.
They are beautiful. Oh, Debbie, you've got some beautiful. I am wearing the most
We're modelling pieces
beautiful. I
together,
am.
yeah.
I'd like to keep it. The most beautiful necklace. And I hear what you're saying. It's so hard to get anything that just
It
goes
perfect-
around.
Yes, and
Yes.
it's getting it right so that it perfectly fits into your neckline.
Yes.
And older ladies like to just hide this little piece here,
Yeah.
but without wearing a
Yeah,
high
very
neck
true.
dress.
A great big, heavy. It's
Yeah.
beautiful, and you don't often find necklaces that just fit that
No.
well.
No,
Debbie's
no.
given me this one to wear as well.
Oh,
I don't know
that's
if you want to talk about that, Debbie.
that's Blue Skies
Yeah,
again. So those are vintage 1930s beads, which I've upcycled and matched in with the little roses. And
It's beautiful. It has. It's got that luminous look.
Feels
It's
lovely to wear.
gorgeous.
They're special, and
Suits
there's
you.
something special about older beads. They're all different. They're not mechanically made. They're handmade, and they just have a story to tell.
Yes.
Yeah, they do.
Oh, it's absolutely fascinating. Now, also, I wanted to ask you: are you from Felixstowe?
Yes. Yes.
You're
yes.
based in Felixstowe.
Yes, my husband's born and bred in Felixstowe,
Oh,
and I've been here for about 13 years.
goodness
Yeah, but
me!
I'm a Suffolk gal anyway.
Oh, you
Yes, yes, I come from just down the road, as they say. around
Down the
here.
road.
Down the road. Stowmarket is where I'm from.
Right.
Stowmarket, yeah.
And have you been making jewellery for very long?
I've always, ever since I was quite small, we all had those little poppet beads that we played with, which is such good fun. And we used to get given little packs of little plastic beads that we used to string.
Yes,
and,
I know
and
those ones.
Just loved doing it. Yes.
Right.
So I've always worked with my hands, and yeah.
You're very artistic.
I am a qualified designer. Yes, I do have qualifications. And
Wow.
so it's having the eye for colour and things like that.
Yes, and I'm just so impressed. But how do you get in touch with you? What's your contact? How would people know about you?
A lot of it is word of mouth, and that's always good because you're as good as your last commission. But you can email me, and then I can send you pictures out. Predominantly what happens is the bride will come to my home, and I've got lots of beads, I promise you. I've got loads of beads. And I just get everything out, and they just go through and pick and say, right, this is what I like.
Right.
And then that
You take it
stays in
from
a
there,
bag.
basically,
Yeah. And we photograph it, and that's where we go from there.
Fantastic. But I think I have to say, you don't just dress brides
No,
for all occasions.
No, I'm doing some work for a mother of a bride And we were able to go through, what I tend to do is, when a bride is quite clear about her colours, we go through the colour swatches. So the mother of the bride gets the colour swatches, and so does the bride, and so do I. So we're all sticking along the same path. So yeah, I mean, retrimming hats and doing jewellery for the mother of the bride, particularly this sort of work where someone particularly wants something to fit in a neckline, is actually quite important.
Yes, wonderful. So if I came to you as a potential bride, how much time do you need?
It depends. If they come and I've got everything that they want, which is highly unlikely, then that's probably going to take me about a month, depending on what they want. Something like the bespoke sash that I'm doing, so I'm putting their initials into it and all sorts of little personal things. That's probably going to take me about 2 or 3 months, I would think.
Right.
And I won't finally fit that until quite close to the time, because brides lose weight and things like that. So.
Right.
So yes, so anything from a month through to 6 months, depending on what you want.
Right.
You know, I have diamonds and amethysts and pearls and things like that that I have to order.
Yes.
So it very much depends.
Right.
Yeah.
But you're well worth going to see.
Thank you.
I mean, look, you've brought us, we've even got beautiful pieces here. Look at this. May I take it off?
Yes, do. Yes, do.
Oh, look at that.
I mean, that's quite a statement.
Look.
Gorgeous, isn't it?
Isn't that
Yeah.
beautiful? I'm not holding it very well, am I?
Yeah, that's quite a statement.
It's just lovely to feel. Are they old pearls?
No, they're new, but the wonderful thing about them is that there is probably 3 or 4 colours of pearls in there, because they're natural pearls.
They
They're
are.
not
I love
dyed.
the colours in them.
Yeah, they're not dyed, they're just natural colours.
Beautiful.
Beautiful.
And you can tell if they're natural because they're slightly translucent when you hold them up to strong light.
Yeah.
If they've been dyed, then the light doesn't go through them so well. No.
So you know your product.
I'd like to
very
think so,
well.
yes.
Yeah. Shall I put that back? And
I love the bracelets as well, that
Yeah.
are
yeah.
displayed on the table. I mean, you've got the pearl
Immediate
bracelet, which
glamour.
a lot of brides look for.
Yeah.
You've got the crystals.
Yep,
aren't they
Vintage pieces.
gorgeous?
that's the classic sort
Yeah,
of
this is the kind
movie
of
star
yeah.
stuff. And then you've got, this is why I love vintage.
Yeah.
I
was saying to you before we went on air that
I
remember
love
my
that.
aunt wearing things like this and the clip-on earrings, and when I was
And weren't they
a
glamorous?
small child, and I just adored them, and it just brings back all those
Yeah.
sort of memories of childhood. It's gorgeous.
Yeah.
That's very light as well. It looks quite a heavy piece,
It's a
but
good
to
quality
feel,
one.
it's light as anything to wear.
What are the stones?
They're just rhinestones.
Right.
So they were very popular in the 50s. I mean, someone spent a lot of money on that in the 50s.
Yeah, for sure.
Even though it's paste.
It's
But
gorgeous.
They're
Isn't it
good
light,
quality
though?
ones.
It's very beautiful.
And I
They're
don't. I
gorgeous.
think that's probably been worn a couple of times
Probably it's
Oh.
in
and put
good
away.
condition.
It's in really good condition.
Yeah.
Those
Oh,
are
it's gorgeous.
in themselves. They're collectible. Yeah.
Is that very expensive?
No,
It's
I mean,
reasonably priced.
That's about £35, which is a bit of history.
Yes, I don't think that's a lot.
Yeah. I mean, you'll pay £70 for a new bracelet with well-known crystals in it. And see, something like that you can get the Swarovski crystals, but mine are on
it's
silver
gorgeous.
chains.
Love it.
So,
And also you've got to consider the workmanship that goes into it,
Yeah.
the design.
Putting that there.
well, and you have the colours that you want,
Yeah, exactly.
really, which I think is one of the key things.
I
Have
love
things
this
that you
other
like.
piece here.
I was just looking
Yeah.
at that
Isn't that
one as
gorgeous?
well. Isn't that gorgeous?
Yeah, that's another top piece of vintage.
That looks almost like a cross.
Kind of, yeah. And I mean, this is a close match for this necklace.
Oh.
And you've got little crystals in this heart.
Oh.
Yeah.
Isn't that lovely?
And some of them, there's ones with diamonds in as well. You know, so it's not just the semi-precious, you've got another little heart there.
Oh, they're so feminine, isn't it? It's so
Beautiful.
beautiful.
It is. I mean, it's just a festival for ladies,
It
really.
is.
It is, isn't
And
it?
you've got something like that,
So
which is
much.
much,
Oh.
much plainer.
Oh, but it's gorgeous.
Yeah.
Oh, that is gorgeous.
I've
oh
just
my
got boxes
goodness.
and boxes of things.
So anyone interested should really just make an appointment to come and see you, shouldn't they, really? And
Yeah.
Yeah.
if
Just
they can't
have a
find
look.
what they want, then you'll actually make it up
I
for
will,
them.
yes,
So
yes, indeed. And
Oh, and you've earrings as well. You haven't even got on to earrings.
No.
And we're nearly,
this is lovely,
goodness
isn't it?
me,
It's
we're nearly
lovely.
running out of time. Yes, we're going to...
Oh, I mean,
Oh,
They
that
match
goes with
what
your...
you're wearing.
Oh, look at
but
that.
there was
I make the wires
ones
as
that
well.
I like, my favourite ones that I've finished out to you.
Oh, the orange. Oh, yes, these.
I think we must just finish with those. If the viewers can see them. I just love the colours, the crystal.
Glamour.
Gorgeous.
It is glamour, it's gorgeous.
Oh, Debbie, you've made my afternoon. This has been such a pleasure, hasn't
Sparkly
it,
shiny.
Jill?
About this
Sparkly shiny
I
things.
know, it's great. So,
Oh, absolutely. Now, we must make sure we've got all the right contact details for
Okay.
you, because I'm sure you'll want to make a note of them. I have to say, I'm so boring, but I've got to say it again. Felixstowe has everything. Why would you want to go to any big town for any occasion that you have when you have it right on your doorstep and so beautifully? Debbie, I think you're a star.
Thank you.
I'm so glad
very
we
much.
found you. Thank you so much, Jill.
all right. I'm
You
glad Debbie came in.
introduced us.
It's great. You know,
Yes.
It's very talented, and I think, like you said, it's not just a wedding. Any sort of big occasion, birthday party, anniversary, black tie do, anything that ladies want, Debbie can fix it for you. make
Yes.
it, yeah.
Now,
Yes.
don't you see how you need a wedding planner? Would you have found Debbie by yourself? I think not.
Well, we're glad
But
we
I'm
found
hoping
you.
now you know all about Debbie and will know to contact her, because, my goodness, if I was ever getting married again, I would need to come and see you. Look at the beautiful jewellery. So we've run out of time again. I don't know about you, that half an hour went so quickly. But thank you so much for joining us, and thank you, Debbie. You've made my day today. It's lovely. And Jill, you're a star as usual. You've really found us a treat. Thank you.
Absolutely, thanks.
Thank you.
you.
And we'll see you next week when we'll be talking with Kay and stationery. Now that's going to be really interesting. Thank you. Goodbye.